The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hi children, welcome back. Children, always remember your concentration power determines the quantity of learning. So, concentrate well and study in a systematic way so that you get a continuity of the lessons. Now, shall we continue? In the previous class, we learnt about Veerashaiva movement, Bhakti movement in North India and the result of Bhakti movement. Today, we will continue the lesson with another important topic, growth of regional languages. You all know very well about our regional languages. Let us understand the situation in which regional languages developed during the medieval period. The influence of the Bhakti and the Sufi movements contributed to the growth of vernacular languages. The preachers of Bhakti and Sufi movements propagated their ideas in the regional languages. The spread of ideas in the regional languages was easily understood by the common people. നമ്മൾക്കറിയാലോ സാധാരണ ആളുകൾക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾക്കാണെങ്കിലും നമ്മുടെ പ്രാദേശിക ഭാഷയിലോ മാതൃഭാഷയിലോ ആകുമ്പോഴാണ് നമ്മൾക്ക് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് നന്നായിട്ട് ആശയവിനിമയം നടത്താൻ കഴിയുക. അപ്പം അന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് സൂഫി വര്യന്മാരുടെയും ഭക്തി സെയിൻസിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ ആശയങ്ങൾ ജനങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചത് അവരവരുടെ പ്രാദേശിക ഭാഷകളിലായിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ അത് സാധാരണ ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എളുപ്പത്തിൽ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചിരുന്നു. Many languages such as Punjabi, Kannada, Telugu, Oriya, Assamese, Marathi, Bengali, Sindhi and Malayalam evolved during this period. Persian language was used in the courts in most part of the country. Persian was the court language of the medieval period. Hence, many Persian words can be found in many regional languages. Urdu was formed as a result of the connection between Persian and Hindi languages. പുതിയൊരു ഭാഷയായി പേർഷ്യനും ഹിന്ദിയും തമ്മിലുള്ള കോമ്പിനേഷനായി ഉറുദു എന്ന് പറയുന്നൊരു പുതിയ ഭാഷയും നമ്മൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി. Urdu is the most important example of the cultural synthesis of India during the medieval period. Urdu, which was spoken in the Deccan region, was strongly influenced by the languages such as Telugu and Marathi. അത് ഡെക്കാൻ റീജിയൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ സെൻട്രൽ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ആ ഭാഗത്ത് അപ്പോൾ അതിനെ സ്വാധീനിച്ചത് തെലുങ്ക് ഭാഷയും മറാത്തി ഭാഷയുടെയും സ്വാധീനം. Gradually, Urdu became the most popular spoken languages of the towns. In the western coast, merchants used Arabic language. അതായത് അറബി വ്യാപാരികളുമായിട്ടുള്ള വ്യാപാര ബന്ധങ്ങളിലൂടെ അറബിക് ലാംഗ്വേജ് തീരപ്രദേശങ്ങളിലെ വ്യാപാരികൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി. Soon, it began to influence the regional languages of that area. Because of the influence of the Arabic language, a new mixed dialect, Arabi Malayalam, evolved in Kerala. അങ്ങനെ അറബി വ്യാപാരികളുമായ ബന്ധത്തിലൂടെ പുതിയൊരു ഭാഷാശൈലി അറബി മലയാളം ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങിയ ആ പ്രദേശത്തുള്ള ആളുകൾ. Arabi Malayalam in Kerala came here due to the influence of Arabs. Next, Sanskrit. Sanskrit remained the language of higher education. ഉന്നത വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിനുള്ള ലാംഗ്വേജ് ആയിട്ടായിരുന്നു അന്ന് സംസ്കൃതം ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരുന്നത്. Sanskrit was used in the court of Vijayanagara on festive occasions. Sanskrit literary forms became available in the regional languages. Example, Puranas, Ramayana and Mahabharata are the popular literature of Sanskrit. ഇതെല്ലാം പ്രാദേശിക ഭാഷകളിലും അന്ന് അവൈലബിൾ ആയിരുന്നു. Many Indian works have been translated into Persian. Example, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Atharva Veda and Upanishad translated into Persian language. The historic chronicle of Kalhana's Rajatarangani was translated into Persian during the reign of the Kashmiri king Zain al-Abidin. The Persian literature influenced some poets and writers of the period. The most notable Persian writer of the period was Amir Khusro. Then Hindi language developed during the medieval period. Ramananda and Kabir delivered their moral advice in Hindi. The Dohas of Kabir were the finest example of Hindi literature. നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം, നിങ്ങൾ കബീർസ് ദോഹാസ് ഒക്കെ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ അത് ഹിന്ദി ലാംഗ്വേജിൻ്റെ ബെസ്റ്റ് എക്സാമ്പിൾ ആയിരുന്നു കബീർസ് ദോഹാസ്. അതർ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് വർക്ക്സ് ഇൻ ഹിന്ദി: ദ സൂസാഗർ ഓഫ് സൂർദാസ്, Ramacharita of Tulasidas, the Bhajans of Mirabai and Padmavati of Malik Muhammad Jaisi enrich the Hindi language. Look at the table. We can see the progress of regional languages through this table. Languages: Bengali, translated Mahabharata into Bengali. Authors: Srikara Nandi and Kavindran. Bengali Ramayana, Krittivas Ahuja. Marathi, Gidas, Vamana Pandit. Oriya, Kavyas, Sarala Dasa. Telugu, translated Mahabharata into Telugu. Nannaya, Tikkana, Yarapragada. Tamil, Tirumurai, Appar and Sambandar. Nalayira Divya Prabandham, Alvas. Kannada, Kaviraja Margam, Amoga Vashan. Malayalam, Adhyatma Ramayanam Kilipatta Eluthachan. The next is the music. Look at the words of Amir Khusro, the greatest musician of medieval India. Music was enriched with new forms during medieval period. Carnatic music developed in South India. The famous Carnatic musician of the period was Naik Gopal. Influenced by Persian music, a new style of music called Hindustani music was formed. Amir Khusro, who lived in the Sultanate period, was one of the famous Hindustani musicians of the Sultanate period. New forms of music emerged during this period. The techniques of Persia were experimented in Indian music. The Persian singing styles such as Khayal and Thumri got popularity. Many musical instruments like sitar, sarangi, tabla, etc. also became popular in India. Sanskrit musical works were translated into Persian during this period. The medieval period was the greatest period in Indian music. Now let us discuss the architecture and painting during medieval period. I hope you have learned about the medieval architecture and its features from UP classes. Painting reached its zenith in medieval India. It was during the medieval period that the new styles of architecture such as Dravida, Nagara, Indo-Persian etc. developed. The combination of these sculptural styles was a speciality of the age. Look at the pictures. These are the important architectural styles of medieval period. Now let us see the specialities of the paintings of the age. Miniature painting is a style of painting that came into existence during Mughal period. This is a style of drawing pictures like the pictures in books. ചെറിയ പിക്ചറുകൾ ബുക്കിലൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ വരയ്ക്കുന്നത് പോലെ ചെറിയ പിക്ചറുകളായിട്ടായിരുന്നു വരച്ചിരുന്നത്. അതായിരുന്നു മുഗൾ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രത്യേകത, പെയിൻറ്റിങ്ങിലുള്ള പ്രത്യേകത. It was a combination of both Indian and Persian styles. The stories of Mahabharata were completely compiled into a series of painting called Rastama by Deshwat, who lived during the period of Akbar. Indian subjects, natural scenes, birds and animals were depicted in the paintings. There were groups of painters during medieval period. Their paintings were influenced by their respective regional styles. Their paintings were based on the themes of the Puranas and the stories of both India and Persia. The wall paintings of that period were of remarkable importance. ചുമർ ചിത്രങ്ങൾ, അന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ചുമർ ചിത്രങ്ങൾക്കും അത്രത്തോളം പ്രാധാന്യം കൊടുത്തിരുന്നു. The wall paintings of the Thanjavur temple during the period of Cholas were an important feature of medieval painting. നിങ്ങൾ പലരും തഞ്ചാവൂർ അമ്പലത്തിൽ പോയിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, അവിടുത്തെ പെയിൻറ്റിങ് കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. അത്രയും മനോഹരമാണത്. അത് ചോള രാജാക്കന്മാരുടെ കാലഘട്ടത്താണത് നിർമ്മിക്കപ്പെട്ടതും അത് നടത്തിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. The style of painting which combined Indian and Persian styles developed during this period. The cultural synthesis shaped in medieval India brought many changes in the history of India. What we discussed today, what we discussed in the lesson, India the land of synthesis, the formation of new ideas in the medieval period. Already we discussed the Bhakti and Sufi traditions and the growth of regional languages, music and painting of music and architecture and painting of medieval period. Okay, this concludes the lesson. Read the text well, go through your assignments, clarify your doubts. Okay, thank you.